What's poppin', top of the morning. Top of the morning, man. Top of the top. We're gonna start this thing off nice and early, man. Positive vibes, positive vibrations. You know what I'm saying? We in the building. Good energy, positive energy. It's early in the morning where I'm at, but it's that good energy. It's definitely that good energy. You know what I'm saying? And I think we the people got to change with the culture. Yeah, exactly. Top of the top of the bread. What's poppin', bro? G chillin', man. G Mackin', man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, it's that early morning motivation, man. That good energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, we gotta get up early. We gotta be ready for these streets. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we can't just be sleeping for 8 hours. You gotta be ready at all times, man. Not just all the time, bro. You know what I'm saying?
This ain't part-time, man. It's full-time, you heard? 24/7.
24/7. And I think, you know what you just said right there? I think a lot of people don't forgot that this is a 24-hour career.
Yeah,
so
they definitely did, bro.
And we see it in the conversations how like, because certain things you should not be surprised at. Like certain situations happen, we shouldn't be surprised. This is what happens. Guerrilla warfare is physical and mental. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just physical when they react, and some things are just mental. So it's like when we see certain scenarios, we already got to be on deck. Like we can't put our guards down to, well, like because what civilians do is they'll take advantage of the power that we have.
Exactly.
And what they'll do is they'll use us, not for the clout, but for the protection.
Right.
Because everybody wants somebody to jump out the window for them. That's just how the game goes. So if I could get 10 of them and give them crumbs and get them to jump out the window for me, it's a win for me. Because all I gotta do is now I can direct traffic because these all I gotta do is make them feel good about themselves. That's not what we was made for, bro. You hear me? We wasn't organized.
We was made to move militant and silent and observe.
Exactly.
And nowadays, I'm gonna keep it real, big homie. Nowadays, I salute you, by the way.
Yo, thank you. I appreciate that, brother.
But nowadays, this young generation coming up, and they not even moving right. They don't even know how to respect us as us paving the way for them. You understand what I'm saying? And I was just talking. I was just talking to the big bro, Larry. You know Larry Scared. Salute to the big bro out there.
Salute to the homie. Yes, bro. Yes.
And he was saying the same thing. This younger generation, man, they do not show no respect to the people that put in this work and paid the way for them. Y'all out here doing what y'all doing because of people like us. You understand?
Yeah, that's a fact.
I've been doing this since a youngin', and I still respect mine. I still respect who's above me. Ain't nobody beat shit. You heard? Nobody.
Just know what happens, man. You know what happened? Once they started changing the system. Once the system changed, what I mean by that is
the structure.
Now you got these young boys that had no status, wasn't a part of nothing. They go up north for 5 flat, and these guys are giving these guys status. Yeah. So now they don't even recognize what's above them because now they was never a part of the movement. They just go up north and because they got commissary or his mom's is young, he plugged them into his big homie or 3-way phone calls. They're giving these guys status and they're coming home like I'm the truth. You know what I'm saying? And they don't even know that like it's a shame when you meet a little homie.
Right.
And he's really acting like he's your big homie because what his big homie tell him is nobody can tell you nothing because they do except me. So it's just like, huh?
Right. So and that's what a situation I went through with a little scrap out here. I had to put him in his place. You understand? Because at the end of the day, like I said, I've been doing this since day one. And there's a lot of homies using this day one situation. I ain't saying no names, but they abusing it.
They abuse it, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, they abuse it. Yeah, they abuse it, man.
And gaining no riches off of it. Because this is not a game. This is not no sport. Niggas done put in work and paying for this. People done die for this.
Yes.
Die for this. You understand? And
that's funny you said that. Yes.
Support system to gain clout and gain motherfucking riches and royalties. But at the end of the day, homie, you ain't showing love for the set. You ain't showing no type of respect for the set doing that, bro.
You're not.
We move like this. We been like this.
We been like it's crazy, right? I was telling my man this. I said, listen, the game didn't change where I know shit changes. We know shit evolves. We know certain things is gonna change. We get it. But when you start putting dudes in position that you don't know just because, okay, he fails, so I'm gonna make you the two. You don't know this dude from a can of paint. He ain't been through nothing. They're putting dudes in position and never been through nothing. So they coming home, and these dudes is coming home, and dudes is like, man, I knew him before he came. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of dudes don't respect these dudes. So these dudes, they just don't jump out the window. They have a bunch of other cats jumping out the window.
Right.
Just because I might be able to send you a package for 30 days, or because I can probably send you the bag. Now and we see it now with this internet stuff. We have to stop being we have to stop being bought. I mean, everybody pays their way, but we have to stop being bought, dogs. Because at this point, I see what's going on. Like, for example, on my block, a dude that we know ain't gonna kill nothing. Where I'm, he ain't on top of the top, bro. Top of the top, paparazzi.
Top of the rack.
You know what I'm saying? But they give him his own hood because he spent the yard for 5 summers and he was getting the bag. Now he comes home and now he thinks he's a hawk, and then he's putting himself and his little homies in situations because he's not on go. And then when somebody attempts to lay him out, it's like Yazzie said to, oh shit. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to bring up another situation to you, homie. Like now, I'm gonna keep it 100. Dudes that's coming home, it ain't no paperwork going around in the system because of Roscoe. You understand? So these dudes come home, I want all the homies to know they entitled to get that paperwork wherever it's out there. Don't hide it from the homie. Don't say, oh, you don't got the Billy talk, you ain't real right, and all this and all that because you don't know the homie. That's what niggas need to stop doing. Stop doing that. Because it's first gen out here that been here before y'all. You understand? And we coming home now. We definitely coming here now. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The paperwork up to date. It's your job to get us up to date. And if you don't get us up to date, we will find a way to get up to date. You understand?
And that's why, bro, say, you know what? And that's why, you know, I was talking to my man the other day, and I'm like, you know what, man? There was a structure of being militant. We may not like certain big homies or whatever status they have, but we have respect for them as long as they stood in line in their position. Right. Nowadays, it's like prime example. Nowadays, everybody wants to be the big homie now. So it's like, if we in the club together, instead of us being militant and standing militant, there's always one out the circle that all he want to do all day is scream, I'm the big homie. Bro, it's bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? We're a unit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And
he won.
And that's
marriage.
It's crazy now. Like you hang out with somebody and they go, yo, bro, let's get to the bag. Let's focus on the bag and not the status. The status will come natural. I know a bunch of dudes I've seen that dropped their flag, bro, but had so much respect in this Damu thing that dudes treated them bigger than the big homie. You know what I'm saying? That was in this.
And I see it. I see the same thing. Zeke, I see the same thing. I know, like I said, I grew up around you, Big Scares, you know what I mean? Mark Cross, salute to the homie, the Billy Badass locked up, the Big GF, you know, salute to Nagdala, my big bro. all that.
Yeah.
I want to send my love out to them. I want to send my love out to Wildcat, Zeke.
Yeah, Wildcat, facts. Exactly.
I respect all my generals. You hear me? At the end of the day, this shit is real, bro. And this new generation got to know that it ain't about them, man. It ain't about them. Yeah. I got to go back to your origins, man.
Man.
Your origins, man. And
stop good example.
Reckless out here and come back.
Because you know the game turned into? It's the name game now. Because I didn't hear, because I didn't see no paperwork. That doesn't mean that Tune exists.
Yeah.
Dude, just like prime example. If you wasn't homie and really in tune, a lot of dudes may not even know that Wildcat was like one of the original GFs of East Gangsta Bloods, my nigga.
Yeah, that's right.
They would never know that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And I remember when that line first kicked in Schenectady with Pooh Bar, though. I remember when they did that. She, Diddy, Pooh, Something Queens, what's it, Blaze and all of them, when they were doing that in Schenectady. I remember when that popped. Remember that? That shit popped. I remember that line of EJB, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, you had to be in the know to know that certain names. Even with Killer Kev, you would have had to know that he was the five. He really was the five. He was a 5-star before they changed the paperwork, and then after they made Bad Vibes the 5-star. You know what I mean?
Right.
I remember that paperwork. I don't know who would play through, but you know what I'm saying? Huh?
You talk about the homie, the Butcher. Bad Vibes.
Yeah, Bad Vibes. I remember, but that's when Bad Vibes was still 9-Trey.
Yeah.
Before he got that Mad Stone situation, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of people, like I said, man, it should be no discrepancy with this.
Man. Bro.
How we wipe out all the ops to become the op. That don't make sense to me, bro.
Because you know what happened? The name calling. Now what happens now is because I go under him, and when I go under him, it's how he tell me how to fight. You ain't gonna answer nobody but me. Nobody can't tell you nothing, and that's what's happening. So dudes is feeling like when I pull up to the block or I pull up on such and such, nobody can tell me nothing because the only people I answer to is my set. That's not how this thing went. It's rules and regulations.
Because back in 93, 94, 95, on the street, you was getting touched. If you beat up. You was getting your shit pushed back.
Yeah.
There wasn't no talking. You understand?
Think about this.
So
if this internet was out there,
now all these homies getting this industry instead of keeping it in the street, and now it's all the and shit, man. That shit ain't real right, bro.
Yeah, it's a fact, man. And I think where we at now is that's what we have to show them now. By showing them is we can't show them because now the young boys is watching. We got to show them that's not about 1090 shit about us, that we have self-control. Like, we can't be arguing online all day. We can have a discrepancy. Remember back in the days, if I had an issue with you, and I was talking behind your back, like, yeah, I'm not jacking the homie, they'll call you and go, you and Zeke shoot the 31. Nobody knows that. Me and you shot a 31 in the back of the house. That was how it went nowadays. Nowadays, we're online calling each other out and, yo, bro, that's not how it went. All that 13, bro. You know what I mean?
That's your weakness. That's showing weakness. Because at the end of the day, when you in your hood and you sitting there and you saying I'm homie, and then the homie you online with beefing with niggas looking at you like, how you claiming homie you beefing with your brother?
With your brother. You couldn't do that. I remember there was a time, right?
That shit got me tight, bro. That shit get me every day.
Because what happens is, but people fail to realize is the youth is watching this and they think it's okay to do. So then remember, they're only mimicking what they see and hear. Just like babies with sponges in their brain. Think about this, right? That's why we had 9s for. If I was backbiting against you with some homies, that's an issue at a 9. Pull up to the 9, yo, Zeke, what you said about such and such?
Right.
I stand there. I'll say my piece. You say your piece. If my piece ain't valid enough, but we can shoot the 31. But if I straight lied on you, that's a rule. That's what I could get. That's 5 love, or I'm supposed to get popped on. You know what I'm saying? That was the rule back then. So this is why dudes didn't do it, because they knew that there was repercussions and consequences. You didn't have to kill nobody. Dudes knew, yo, I was backbiting against the homie, I lied on the homie, you put up to the 9, niggas blood rushed you, you was on 5 love for 30 days, and then you knew I'm not doing that no more. So everybody else can see that shit like, yo, I'm not trying to be on 5 love. Let me do, you know what I'm saying? It's not even that no more. I can sit around and talk crazy about
you. There's not even you know yo, big bro, it's to the point where I'm meeting dudes ain't even putting pain for this. They just picking up flags, and I'm like, it's hurtful because at the end of the day, man, I put in pain for this. I done did mine. Yeah. I did mine. I handled mine. You hear me? I done did it. So I don't man. It's each one teach one. But I tell them at the end of the day, look, you got the right to wear that because I put in this pain for you. So you need to remember that. You ain't putting in this pain now, but you need to remember who came before you to put this pain in. So pick up that.
They don't know, bro, because now it's individual, because they're being taught individuality. Right. Like a prime example, there's no way. I'm gonna do a great example. There's no way where a Killer Kevin Wildcat could be like, we was 9 Trey, one of the original ones, and if even if you don't know who they are, you're not able to hit somebody that could go, yeah, I know the homies. I was up north with them. Right. Okay. So then you fall in line to the respect of their status. Oh, okay. They came before me. They was putting that pain in. Now you call somebody about them and dudes are acting funny. Oh, who? I don't know. Never heard of them niggas. And niggas be doing that on purpose. Niggas be hating. Because, you know so what happens now?
Because they saying it's the new generation. No, bro, it's been the same. You go
same system. That non-pay packet to the same non-pay packet. That shit ain't changed. Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure the Miller packet ain't changed.
We been
that shit ain't changed. The packet ain't changed. Nah, boy. So that and we're not talking crazy about Wildcat or Killer Cat. We're just giving a great example of what we salute them. We're just giving a good example. Just because somebody don't hear about somebody's name, you should be able to check or O to G, like, yo, homie, who's such and such? And they should know and give you a good story about them. Because these guys I ain't gonna front. When they was, my nigga, my good brother, when I was on Rikers Island in 1995, right? Yep. It was a war in Rikers Island, Brose. This is... I
already know. Rudy Love was there. He already gave me the teaching.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking So B was there. That was there.
I was in HCM. I was in 2A. That one beat they talking about, that was what you could, you might as well call that the first S block. Like, they had anything that was cutting, we talk about anything that was cutting, that was really cutting, was with them. It was a war. The war was it was a war. And the people that was in my side, remember, I was in 2B.
That was South Main, right? That was South Main,
right? Now that HCM, that's that HCM shit they talk about. That shit was the butcher shop. You know what I'm saying? And
but that's I remember bad vibes in them.
I remember when
the mix, right?
I think they was there. Bad Vibes came around the same time too. I think he probably was there with them too. There was a bunch of all them. That one beat thing is a true story, bro. Like, cause I was in 2B with E-Town and all them. E-Town, Pumpkin, right. Troy Moore. Right. You know what I'm saying? But this is 9-5. When they was there, it was in there with all that's what they was putting for the adults, the shooters. If you was shooting constantly, it was putting them niggas over there, bro. And the temperature. Like Hitman was over there with them, man. Cause I told you E-Town was where I was at. When I was with E-Town, his leg was messed up. You know what I'm saying? Right. Now, mind you, I wasn't home yet, bro. I'm just sitting watching this. Right. I'm watching when dudes pull up. Dudes is getting cut on their way to medical. Dudes is getting stabbed. Like they jump up the line, blown faces, or huh?
All that.
That everything that they're talking about was for real. You know what I'm saying? And to see that. Where it came to now is like, damn, bro.
It's horrible.
But the young, you know what I'm saying? Like, because now the point where the day ones, now they fixing it now, it seems, because the day ones are speaking out now because everybody's about fight the power, but you have to fix the structure because you're the guys that put the story together. I don't care if it's you don't care about how Matt put the paperwork together. We're talking about the aftermath because it became bigger than OG Mac.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It became way bigger than OG Mac. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It was 20 names and players. They made it the structure, but Mac didn't do it by himself. It was a partnership. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember when dudes, see, I remember Mark Cross when Mark Cross was disconnect before he snatched him before I had Casey in jail for. He was disconnect. You know what I'm saying? And he snatched him for the case, and then that keep it up north ever since. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, half of East New York was disconnected. You know what I'm saying? In Brownsville. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
That's when Tone Capone and them was out there, Pone and Seven and Pool Ball and the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. We was outside with them. You know what I'm saying?
That's when you had to pull up the Albany projects to check in, bro.
Bingo. Yo, son, that's the only place that had the paperwork at one point in time. You had to, I don't care what borough you was in. And whatever you talking about is when Chi-Chi had 9 Trey in Harlem. Chi-Chi, Puerto Rican Chi-Chi. And and Mikey Powwow, rest in peace, was still alive. And Pop was still alive. That was the Billies. That's what, I ain't gonna front, 9 Trey blew in Harlem, bro. You know what I mean? East and West Harlem.
St. Nick and all that. That's where Powwow had it. St. Nick, 145th, all that. Brad Hood, all that. He had everything. He had it, bro. That 9
Trey back then? And think about it. You
was serious.
He had them cats. What's his name? What's his name? Powerful. He had Sex Money Murder and Wilson or East River. Powerful, Charlie C. Pops and all of them. They were the Blazers over there. Then you had the Pistol Pete nigga, the little nigga from Carver. He had and that Chill Diamonds nigga, but I heard he 999 from Tab. You know what I'm saying?
About that too. I don't know if I can't certify it, but that's what's going on with him.
Yeah, that's what they said about Chill Diamonds, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So there's a lot of like I said, a lot of infiltration there with Billy. The worst set that got the most infiltrated motherfuckers in it, bro.
The biggest set, man. You know that shit, bro. But this is history you're telling these people. But what we're talking about is history. We're talking about history right now. You know what I'm saying?
We need to.
We're talking about 9 Trey. You know what I'm saying? Bloody Shabazz on 25th Street, the Billies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bro. Like we're talking about that because at that point in time, the hottest sets was 9 Trey and GKB. Everything else came around. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yep.
Everything else was around.
And that's
the hottest set, bro.
Why we have to rebuild and recreate structure.
Yes.
The point I'm trying to bring up. We have to, because at the end of the day, man, it's like this, man. We got so much shit going on in these 2 sets. Even the first 2 sets is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
But you know,
I'm meeting dudes, and I'm saying to myself, how you staying in the bando and sleeping on the streets for 5 years? We didn't tolerate this shit.
Yeah. That was a rule, man. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't happening, bro. You wasn't.
It's happening now.
Remember?
It's happening.
Yeah, because they're allowing this culture, because dudes feel like as long as they got numbers now, as long as they can say it's crazy, man. Like that's true. Like you couldn't be home. You had to be responsible. You couldn't. Like I remember there was a time in this where you couldn't be unemployed, where the niggas in the street would be like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah, you had to be to that bag.
Doing something. You had to have something going, credit card, something. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't walking around.
It parts up, OG. And just for the youngins that's watching out there, what I mean by pain don't mean be fighting all that and then shooting each other, killing each other. Pain mean get to that bag. Do something for the community. Set your community out. Protect your community. Go against the oppression. Don't be sitting up here killing each other. You dudes out there killing each other. That ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
It's not worth it, bro.
You gotta come back to the same neighborhood and look in your homie's family face and say, I killed the homie. And then you everybody testifying and all that because of your stupidity. That's not real right shit, man.
That's a fact, bro. And that's why I think these conversations, I salute what So Be doing. I salute that they're trying, because now they're actually able to help us out with the talk to the youth. I salute what Killer Kev is doing with the youth. I salute what Wildcat, when they're seeing Wildcat talking, and he's not just talking about shoot 'em up, bang, bang. I like the fact that that Bad Vibes got a podcast, he's speaking to the youth. Because what's happening is now they're going, wait a minute, the big homies are human.
Right.
It's just not about, because what happened is they're hearing the wrong war stories. What they're hearing is a dude to come home and tell them all the negative. So the truth only going to follow what the negative flow. Now all we do is cut everything on site. Yo, no excuses, right or wrong. See, back in the days, I couldn't be wrong. There was no right or wrong. That's not how the rule went. If I went and I stole something from somebody and they came back to the homies and said, yo, homie, your man stole this. And you come to me and go, Zeke, why you just ain't robbed the nigga? Why would you go through his window and steal it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll get punched in the face for that.
Exactly.
That's considered being yellowback. All that sneak thief shit wasn't co-signed, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing, where's the brotherly love? When I was coming up, we had brotherly love. If my homie got into something, it wasn't no, my homie just get into it. Oh, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's what it's about now. The homies are saying, and then they wonder why when you spin them, they want to tell everybody, yo, the homie spent me because I ain't pop off. But check this out. When I was coming up, it was mandatory.
You had to go. You had to go.
I don't know.
That's why.
It wasn't
because you know what?
Today in this generation, that's what y'all doing, and y'all cut that out, man. And that's real facts, man. If you can't stand the storm, don't hit the tide.
It's a tide.
You can't stand the storm, don't hit the tide. And that's
just think about it.
Everybody, man, y'all claim this real right. Be real right, man. Don't come in this halfway. Support your family. Support your brothers. Support the movement. Move right. Stop thinking homies that you ain't never hear of, and you saying, oh, he ain't homie. How you know that man ain't homie? But when he come back with a mob, you wondering why.
Why wonder why, bro? And that's so, yo, Brose, this is because now it's become sectioned off. You got the, you got it's independence, and dudes may feel, well, my hood is independent, so we don't gotta rock with y'all because that's not how this went. At the end of the day, this all came from 31. One way or another, it originated from the 31 rules. Now, I think, like you said, this is great what we're telling them. Putting in work doesn't mean cutting and stabbing and shooting. Was Papino. Putting in work, like you said, is taking care of your family, working. It's a 24-hour day job. There's no way you can be a bum-ass nigga and be Damu in our generation, bro. All the time. You know what I'm saying? There's just no way. There's no way that you can be unemployed, walking around with a red flag on. And when the homies G-check you, they just didn't G-check you with the who you be, while you bang, what sex you claim. Right. They also ask you, homie, how you eating? How you living? Nah, homie, I'm just living. Now, niggas who put niggas on 5 Love. I remember we put niggas on 5 Love that wasn't doing shit with their life. What? You on 5 Love, homie. You ain't worked for 2 months, bro. What you out here doing? You don't go dice. You don't do nothing.
That's how it
you making this right.
Back in the days, bro. It was stricter. You see now, I'm gonna keep it 100. This is the problem. You know, Mac did what he did. I salute the bro. I respect him. I give him his love for creating what he did and what he did and so on. But at the end of the day, a lot of shit wouldn't be going on if that man was out here on the streets, man. A lot of this shit wouldn't be going on. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100. And there's no disrespect to no first gens and all that. If Mac was on the street, man, this shit wouldn't be going on. A lot of this shit. Yeah. No disrespect to nobody.
I can say this.
I grew up with old Mac. I know how it was with him. You understand?
Before Mac got locked up, I knew somebody that was claiming his 1A trade. I hung out in the Bronx before he got snatched for the feds. I'm gonna front in his hood, between my OG Mac, in his hood.
83rd.
He was secured. He was secured. I was on Davidson. I was actually hanging out with one of his co-defendants, G Mac. I was with G Mac. I went to a club called the Red Lounge. At that point in time in Mac's career, he was doing music. He was pumping a lot of music. The little homies that was out there that day that I was with, because you all went to some club on Fordham called the Red Lounge. It was Pure Blood, when Pure Blood was still 5'9", and I was with Lil Diz that day. He was 1A Trey, Donald G. Mac, I ain't gonna front, in his hood. Wherever he was, in that third, whatever it was over there.
83rd.
Strong. Son, it was a stronghold. He was strong over there, bro. And I ain't gonna front, he had them moving militant, like they was on a militancy, like they was hushing, yo, here come Mac and whatever, how he controlled the situation. I see that is what I remember, because then like a month later he got snatched up on that Fred conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? Did I have a 2-hour conversation with him? No. I remember being in the same area with him. I remember being with some of his drops. I remember being with Killer, Lamel, his co-defendants. He was in the club. As soon as he went in there, everybody was just stacking. It was crazy. You thought he was in California, you know what I'm saying? But I seen that. And I seen that the only ops that they had, that I seen in that day was, it was this, a couple of, I guess there's some there was some Crips over there.
Yeah, Husband them.
Yeah, they was going through it with the Crips. Yeah, they was going through it with them. Other than that, because you know what happened? You know, one thing that G-Mac said to me before, you know, and I got the digger, he said, you know what the problem is? He said, Zeke, all the big homies is in jail. So a lot of times, the power,
it's losing.
the people that is locked up. Now that a lot of the big homies are coming home, dudes are now meeting the names they heard all their life. Now you got dudes like us that have been doing this for years, but if you wasn't in jail for 20 years and no spots with them, you're now meeting the Shockwells. Like, oh God, I finally met you. You're meeting the Mad Brazies. Oh, you're meeting the Soul Bees. You're finally, and then when you're meeting them and seeing that, wait a minute, he has a job. He take care of his family. It makes you want to change how you think. Like, wait a minute. So the dudes that been coming home, they've been lying to you all this time. They got me on go because they're in a position of power. Because now we're meeting the people who hoods that these belong to. We're meeting the Corey Kings and go, wait a minute, he got a job. You know what I'm saying? He's working with the people. I think more of us, that's the only way that you can listen. They got to follow us now. Like, bro, we're the ones that been around doing this craziness. We're the ones putting this pain in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And on some G shit, they're seeing it now. Like, wait a minute. Because remember, they used to seeing the homie who do 5 years come home, his weight is up, and he's losing his mind in the streets. Am I right? They used to the homie that come home and, yo, homie, this is how it is, da, 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 da. And then they only going off of a big homie they never seen before unless you're deeply in communication.
Right.
Like for example.
Another thing I want to make sure everybody aware of also. A lot of big homies change their name for certain reasons. You know, Roscoe is on them. You feel me?
Ain't on them, bro.
So if you hear a different handle from a big homie, just ask him his first name. Don't. You know.
Yeah, don't get off crazy.
Don't say, oh, he's using this handle. And man, I'm Bloody Assassin, man, the original one, B.A. Bloody Assassin.
Okay.
You hear me? So I changed my name because of that reason.
So they don't know. You know what's funny?
What we do, bro.
You remember in the late 90s when the feds was snatching the homies up and you couldn't say you was Damu to the feds because they would give you fed charges. They was snatching you up with that gang intelligence talking about, yo, listen, you got, that's why they start taking the burns and other things away because dudes is catching fed charges. You know what I'm saying? The feds was snatching dudes up because they seen what was going on in the prison system. Like, wait a minute, it was too organized. It was too much. A guy coming to jail and turn the jail out. You know what I'm saying? I'd be in Attica in A block and I could get somebody beat up in C block. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, you know what I'm saying? I could pull up and just because I may not be the 5-star.
I could be in the 3 and send it out on the 6.
Exactly. And it'd be like, wait a minute. A little homie put up and go, he the 1-star. How the 1-star got everybody in C block losing their mind because the 1-star's first generation. He just went with protocol. See when protocol came into play, that's when the positions and names changed. You get what I'm saying? Like for example, Corey King was Damu already. Protocol came under UBN, he came under somebody else, Shakur as well. And a couple of them. But then when Protocol came to play, they all first generation Damus though. So what happens is when they pull up to these spots, dudes is going, well, I'm the 5-star. That shit don't mean nothing. Listen, shoot them. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Nah, when you in the joint, guess what? You took this. They took that big homie shit, but when they go in the joint and they downstate, they getting ready to hit upstate and Comstock and all that. You gonna fall in line, fool.
You fall right in line. And we're not glorifying this. We're just telling you the facts. So we're trying to tell you there's other ways of banging. You get a job. You don't have to be negative all day. You don't have to. All call outs ain't mandatory. But if you feel to put some work in, consult with your homies first. Just don't flip the clip and then you got homies like you that's working all day chilling, taking care of your family, and you get pulled over with the police. Wasco telling you, yo, we know you know about what happened down the block. What are you talking about? Somebody got boom, boom, boom. They say you be such and such. You be bugging out like, why would some bust a move knowing I got, you know what I'm saying? Knowing what I'm doing. A lot of homies don't even have enough respect for that. Consult with your homies.
Man, shout out to Albany, man. We in the building, man. We in here.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely find one in Albany. Yo, bro, it's funny, right? Because I saw somebody the other day, like E Murder, that's my guy. I knew E Murder since, you know, the late 90s.
Bro, listen, man.
Jigga Blood. Remember little Jigga Blood was with us. You know what I'm saying? Little book.
You got your statue and all, man. That shit is up, man.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That was the squad. I remember when me and Larry used to be in the cab losing our mind, B.
He's still in the cab.
That nigga's still in the cab. Putting it in, jumping out on cats. You know what I'm saying? And to keep it honest with you, when they had that OZK thing going downtown with the BGs, he really, like, he broke ground. Like, he the reason why a lot of homies started going downtown, being cool, like uniting with them. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, at one point, it was like the BGs and Doccnews, we was flooded downtown Albany, bro. You know what I mean? D-Murder, you know, Smooth, the squad. You know what I'm saying? No, about Smooth. You know what I'm saying? Smooth, my guy from Brooklyn. That's my guy from Brooklyn.
You already know.
E-Murders, you know what I'm saying? Those are the Billies. Remember, those were the Billies back then. Killer Blood, the Stony, you know what I'm saying? IV. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said before, you couldn't come.
Bro.
You couldn't come through
the block.
And not come through the projects, bro.
You can't.
If you came and didn't check in and we heard about it, believe we was at your door.
At your door. You had to come to Illinois. You wasn't coming to Locker Armors, Alley Cat, you know, Digger Blood, Wise.
Doing none of that.
Black. You had to pull up. You really had to pull up, bro. It wasn't no, you wouldn't say, I don't know what they was doing. Nah, I ain't gonna front, connect. Pool boy had them do checking in. He was all his big home shit out there. He was, I don't care what they say about Pool boy. He had them niggas pulling up, know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Blaze, that's my man. But that's when we all be in the club together. EGBs, you know, 9 trays, the 1-8 trays, Mook banging them.
Rest in peace,
JB from Troy. Remember some from Troy, JB, the EGBs out there? Like, that was all Brooklyn cats. That was some Brooklyn shit. That wasn't no, we was in the town heavy, bro. No, but we all still follow protocol.
All day, every day.
You had to pull up the Lock and Arms.
From the 5 to all. We took that.
Yeah, exactly, to all, bro. Illinois was our block, bro. That was Cedar Block. You used to call it Cedar Block. Like, yo, if you was, like you said, if you was in Auburn, you was home, you had to pull up to Illinois.
That was the
There was nothing on the side of that. You hear me?
That was the jungle, Zeke.
That was the jungle. You had to pull up to, we had to bar the Silver Slipper. Shout out to my nigga Man Mees. I'm telling you, bro, we used to be out there 1,000 deep. Like you said, if you was in Albany, you was playing Damu, you had to come to Albany. But we was getting, remember, we was getting official paperwork. Remember, all our paperwork was good money. Mad Brazy was sending to the town. G to B was sending paperwork to the town. You know, Scar, that's my man. He's sending paperwork to the town. You know what I'm saying? So we was in tune.
You remember
that? Yeah.
He owned the cab base now. He was one of them too, giving the papers and the all that.
So we was up and ready, like we was on point, like we was on go. And that's why we was so military.
2:30, if a nigga hit my line at 2:30, I was up on it.
Remember that shit?
Let's go.
Let's go. Yo, I got a flashback story for you, homie. There was a club on Quail, right?
Right.
Now, this club on Quail, Remember when Belly came out and they robbed the club at the beginning? When DMX robbed the club? So around this time, that's when, you know, my nigga, you know what I'm saying, Trigger Trey, Scar. It was him, a couple other goons, allegedly. Yo, bro, we pull up to the club. These niggas is in the parking lot. That's what he went to jail for. That's what he caught the new Fed charge for that he had. They booked the nigga, yo, my nigga, yo, dude, they had these dudes lined up going in the bag because they booked the dudes that was messing with the club. They booked them, but then the police came and they was on a high-speed chase. That's the case that Meth told on. When they was on a high-speed chase, that's when we was losing our mind, bro.
What?
That's when, you remember the news used to say, do not wear red on Valentine's Day. The homies are going to lose their mind. That's a fact. The news said this. Do not come outside. The homies are going to lose their mind.
They knew the Valentine Massacre was going to be popping.
They knew it was going to go. It was losing their mind. And it's funny because it was a time, bro. Like, I remember when Scar bought Lacey to Albany, bro. When Scar, before Lacey caught the new case he got now, yes. He bought Two-Face to Albany. Because, you know, they all, you know, that Queens, you know what I'm saying? Right. Shout out to Southside Queens. He bought him to L&O, bro. That was the big homie. He was 5'9" Brim, but he like fell back. Cause you know what I'm saying? I don't know what he was doing. I can't say he fell back. He just was on his bullshit. He was at Queens shit. You know what I'm saying? We had him on L&O. I remember when we used to be on what's that nigga name, man? Yo, bro, I got mad. You already know I got mad war stories, bro. We was there when we booked the nigga in the club for the King Copers.
I already know, but like I said, I don't want the youngins to think we
think that we glorifying this shit. But we had to go to war with the town. Yeah, because you know what happened? We had to do this because the town wasn't ready for this red. There's like no front. Them Albany cats wasn't all jacking.
Nah.
When they cats was jacking we had to go to war with them. You think they just let us wear red flags when around in town? They was wild, like, and they wasn't even cripping. They was just on name. This is our town. They're walking around with the red on. They almost, yo, bro. So a lot of that stuff that you think we glorified, we was actually going to war with them. Don't get it twisted. They was hitting back too. You know what I'm saying?
They would never understand the blood spill or the bloodshed that happened.
That happened, bro.
That's all I want to say, man, to the homies.
That's it, bro. To my man Two-Face.
Every homie.
You got 25, bro.
I hear them say, oh, every homie not your homie. That's a goddamn lie. Every homie is
goddamn lie.
You make your homie not
you make your homie your homie, dog.
Come on, B. Come on.
Yo, you remember,
yeah, man.
You remember we used to throw niggas out of nines. Why are you down move for? Nigga be like, oh, no, get out. We should throw niggas out of nines, bro. I remember we should throw niggas out of nines. I ain't gonna front though. And the young ones was militant, like Jigger Blood, bro. They really millie, bro.
You used to go to Bronx River and motherfuckers was getting tossed out of Bronx River.
Yeah, you just toss niggas out the mud. Hold on. Get out of here. Hold on. Huh? Who you be? You be getting stuck there. Then that's what niggas started with the boat. That's what I'm saying. We didn't accept this anybody. That's what we had the nines for. The nine was I ain't gonna lie to you. You had grown men that was going to work every day reading paperwork. Because when you went to a nine, you don't know who might G-check you. Mm-hmm. There was no excuse why you didn't know this. You might make a mistake here and there, but if somebody checked you, because how you got your paperwork was how much work you put in. It wasn't you just get your paperwork back then by, and not just shooting and killing and stabbing, working, doing something productive, sending money to the homies, doing something for the kiddie. When you sign up for something, you sign in all the way. It's not this part-time job shit that they do. Like now, people ask for kiddie money and dudes for it being extorted. Huh? That's what you signed up for. Know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what you signed up for. You know what I'm saying? Because the way dudes explained it to them. Nah, bro. It's common sense. We having a nine. The homies is up top. We know you're not going to take the time out to write them. So listen, bring $30.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The whole goal with the nines was we all eat together. Now nines is dudes is lining each other up to get beat up. I remember going to nines where we actually cooked dinner. Where the Bloodettes was cooking food and we ate as a family. You know what I mean?
One.
And the only homies that got kicked out was the ones that we thought wasn't real right. And we tell them, that was a pass. Get out.
I remember
you want to toss it up again? No,
I remember when my mom, rest her soul, I remember she put me out. I could go to any homie house in the Bronx and the door's open.
Yes, the door is open, bro. Because it's brotherly love. It was love, bro. And it was all about, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you think about this. Nowadays, because the young boys, they go on by what somebody else is telling them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you're bugging,
try to
man.
show them the truth, they think you alive.
They want to, because they're following the fairy tales. And this is why I tell these dudes, even some of these other dudes, they got to learn to. That's why I said, you have some homies older cats that just don't know no better. And what they promote is they promote for their self-power. We get it. But then when you in the field, and you have to understand how to move in the field. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of dudes, some dudes know how to move well in jail, and some dudes know how to do both. From the can to the land and the land to the can. You only got, you know what I'm saying? Like my brother. I know some homies that they was putting in crazy work in Connect, bro. But they always got to the baby love. And then what happened? When they focused more on the baby love, these guys took to the top, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm talking about too. The homies that was in Connect. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because they had all that sour. The homies that had the sour. You know what I'm talking about. Them niggas that had the stuff. That original sour.
That was Jeffrey.
Yeah, that's the homie.
That was Jeffrey Phil potting up. Shout out.
Yeah, them niggas took that shit to the top. Them niggas, woof. Them niggas took that to the top. You know what I'm saying? Right. But that was an avenue for a lot of homies to eat. A lot of homies wasn't just like, yo, bro, here, flip the clip. Now dudes was like, yo, listen, homie, if you ain't doing nothing, here, take this half a pound, move around. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? You outside all day. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said we couldn't afford enemies because we want to get money. Everybody didn't sell crack. Everybody didn't rob. Some dudes wasn't good at working. Here, take a credit card, go scam. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So when people say it's not about baby love, that's what it's about. Let me say something. If I was Damo around you know that, homie. And I didn't work for 2 months talking about I'm a real one, and it's about principles and morals and being solid. What happened to me? What are you doing with yourself? Nah, I'm just G-Mac and just drinking, homie. I'm just being a real one. Nah, homie. You on 5 Love, homie. You on 5 Love. You couldn't be dirty. You had to take a shower, bro. If you walked around looking crazy.
Until this day, big homie, I'm 40 and I'm still putting that motherfucking bag, boy.
Yeah, bro. You couldn't walk around here stinking. That was unheard of. What? Yo, the homie take a shower in 2 days. You on 5 Love.
They doing
yeah,
it.
bro.
And when you come
in, that's called being.
They want to call all they little soldiers and
yo, homie, the big bro. Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
We definitely do, boy.
Yeah, boy, that's a fact, bro. And that's why it's good that we all can have this conversation because now y'all can understand, little homies, when y'all see the Killer Cabs and the Wildcats and the Corey Kings, if you don't know who they are, go ask an older homie that can tell y'all who they are. Just don't think, oh, I never heard of them niggas, so it doesn't matter to me. Don't. That's not how this goes. Everybody don't know everybody. No. You have to be in the loop. But me and him is so. Like, a lot of people don't even know that IV, Bloody Crown Heights, you know IV. He one of the first. He's one of the first 20 billies. They called him Bloody Crown Heights. He's one of the first superiors in Crown Heights projects, my nigga. So that was non-trick.
Dizzy, look at Ken Do Blood. A lot of people forget about Valentine.
Valentine, rest in peace, bro. He used to be he got killed by Jamaican projects, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, man. A lot of homies forget where they come from, but you can't do that, bro. You can't forget who paid the way for this shit, man.
Paid the way, bro. Like I'm surprised that niggas don't say out Wayno. Wayno was the official one, huh? Like Wayno Valentine. He had to go to brand new charge. Pop on police.
Stackstone, they are official.
Yeah. That's why I support PK. You know what I'm saying? Like Wayno, Valentine Wayno. He needs to get all the accolades. He called a brand new case. He'll be home right now, but remember back then, a lot of people don't know, it wasn't just Bloods against Latinos, it was Bloods against police, bro. A lot of times when they be talking about popping on police, that was real, because police was not jacking Exactly. Police was not jacking this downward movement at all. It was not jacking it. Not all of it. Definitely up top. Up top.
They was scared. They was scared. They was scared.
They definitely wasn't jacking.
When we came through 100 deep, nigga, we had the whole precinct.
They wasn't you stand.
We had the whole precinct. You heard, Zeke?
Yeah, it's a fact. That's a fact.
So when we walked through them streets, the precinct was right behind us, blood.
Oh, bro. How about kept forcing them when they popped on? Kept force, shout out to kept force the 99. When they popped on police on offer.
See, a lot of homies ain't been through that Million Man March. But
No, but niggas 44 mag, you know what I'm saying? They ain't been through that. They ain't been through that, bro.
You already know, man.
You know what I'm saying? Red light, green light, bang, bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like they don't like when when Kerr Force and our homies popped off on the police on purpose on Auburn. They deliberately, that was like, yo, today the police keep messing with the homies, we're gonna pop on the homies. It was really a revolution. It wasn't about black or Latino crime and black on black cutting each other. It was really a war with police. There's mad police up top that got cuts on their face, bro.
That's a fact. That's a fact, Wavy Dawn. We see the comment, bro. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I remember that. I remember when dudes told you, forget all this. Bosco, you keep losing their mind. We're gonna pop on up. That's just how it went. So it just wasn't a black Latino war. Dudes was really political prisoners, bro. Because sometimes the police would pick on one of the homies. You know what I'm saying?
And when they did that, it was a mess, boy. Because they had the whole
building locking. The whole building shaking. If you didn't shake, you was food or you wasn't on the line no more. That's it. This ain't for you.
If Roscoe did something to the homie, they was getting twisted. The whole correction department, the warden,
you on go. You going to war with the police. That's why a lot of dudes had 10 years, they got 10 more years. Know why? Because they popped on police. They really built S Block because of the homies, because of that culture. The Kusuma Bang Bang. You know what I'm saying? That was the original purpose behind the little S Block thing. Like, we gotta find a place to put them at. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Because that culture is crazy.
All that is behind the homies. The ag said.
You think about this. You have a homie that pull up, police acting crazy, dudes is deliberately labeling CO's food. Forget never too much. They was labeling CO's food. This such and such. He complained.
That's where the saying come from. True Blue flew 31 seconds ago. You already know, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you. Dudes, these are the conversations. You understand what I'm saying? So these dudes is really political prisoners at one point in time. It wasn't all about this, what you see in the yard. That's why a lot of the big homies, as said, and that's how the yard started getting messed up, because a lot of dudes it wasn't allowing to be in population. That's the Aztecs and put them in the box.
If you heard Majesty or you heard Deadeye, Leonard A. McKenzie, Deadeye.
McKenzie, yeah. I was in 5 Points when he was in Show Block. Yes, sir.
If you heard anybody got touched, man, listen, man, look at it here, boy. It was fucking West Side Horror in that bitch, boy. West Side Horror, man.
Yeah.
Real, that's a fact.
Bro, it was so crazy. Yo, son, it was so crazy. It was so crazy. Exactly. It was so crazy. Because remember, the older homies, were more political prisoners. Remember, the older homies, they was more from the God body generation and fight the power generation. So a lot of them, even though it was a black or Latino thing going on, it was still like they took off, but the Black Panthers outgrew the prison system. Or we're not allowing that to happen. Get them. We're not allowing that to happen. Get them. They're not gonna. You know what I'm saying? They changed. They're the reason why now people, the Department of Corrections is moving different. You know what I'm saying? That they realize. You know what they said? We gotta let these big homies out of jail. We have to. The only way we gotta get these streets calm, we gotta free them more. We can't keep them in jail. If we can get them out in the street and they can stop this, because they realize the older ones aren't really like how the young ones are. The older ones are more political prisoners. They're more into information. They're more into community, because That's what they came from. No matter what drug they did, no matter how much dope they snipped in '81, these dudes come from the political prisoner
population
archives. Like think about that. The dudes that Soul B was talking to in jail in '81, you know what I'm saying? These are political prisoners. His enemy more so was the police than anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Just so the homies know.
Shout out to Soul B though. Shout out to Soul B, man. He put together that turkey drive. Him and the homies. Shout out to everybody there at the. Shout out to him and everybody that participated at that turkey drive. You know what I'm saying?
Fact. And just so the little homies know, the big homies ain't use drugs to abuse it. They had to do that shit because the pain they was putting in and the torture they was going through, they had to figure out how to control their pain.
Hey, bro. Different generation, bro. Bro, I'm 46, right? My generation, I'm 46. So my generation, the older cats that was in the street, the hardest drug they did, that's what I can feed it. Some dudes sniffed angel dust, they pop mescalines, or some dudes were sniffing coke. Right. Remember, these dudes is older than us. Their generation sniffing dope was like smoking weed. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
Shooting dope, you was considered a fiend if you shot dope. If you sniffed dope, sniffing dope is like sniffing coke. You know what I mean?
All right. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Remember, they come from an older generation. These dudes was born in 1965. They was born in 1960, 63. So think about it. When they was 15 years old, the choice of drug was sniffing something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it depends on what type of dudes you hung around. Remember, a lot of the bank robbers back. Remember, Soul B, Killer Kev, they old. They come from that BLA shit, the Black Liberation Army shit. They come from the Tomahawks. They come from the Jolly Stompers. Them dudes come from dudes that snip a bag of dope and rob a whole bank. You hear me? By themselves. You hear me?
That's what I'm trying to say.
These dudes come from dudes that when the police were in the projects, these old cats are taking shots at the police.
That's a fact.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? They come from that generation. They come from when the guards, remember, they come from when the first generation of guards was running around Brooklyn, when Jabs Who the Pops was running around with the Israelites heavy like it was a gang, bro. When you had
when the Chinese motherfuckers were running around Midtown fighting the blacks with the motherfuckers whips and shit. That's where they come.
Snatching, digging pockets and snatching chains and all that. They come from that. You know what I'm saying? But and do all that mayhem, they come from community because they know if I robbed the bank for $100,000, I threw a cookout for the kids. I bought books for the kids. This is what they was doing. Them old bank robbers, them old BLA dudes that we reading about, they got 100 years for shooting out with the police. They was doing it for the community because there was nothing there.
And that's
that's a structure that they know. You know what I'm saying? We come from a generation where, remember, we come from the crack generation where we seen dudes that once you see a 100-pack, we was on go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They come from, we wasn't really fighting the power as much as them. Think about this. On Soul B, Killer Kev, talking about when Browns was I'm using them as an example because that's what a lot of the movement was strong, definitely in East New York, Brownsville. We talking about Rest in Peace, Born True and all them. They come from robbing a bank and throwing a cookout and buying turkeys and feeding families.
Remember the
so to them, gangsters, that's what the gangsters did. The gangsters gave back. Where our generation was buying cars and sneakers in uptowns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, remember, pardon yourself, big homie. Remember the block parties through all Spanish Harlem, 116, 120 at Wagner Project.
Yeah, shout out to Wagner, man. My side, man. Definitely shout out to Wagner Projects, man.
Wagner Project. But they did all that. That's where when you had them block parties, them homies did that. They did that for us. They paved that way. So when I see Killer Kev and I see CK and Wildcat now, guess what? Those are my motherfucking brothers, you heard?
Exactly. Those are bros, bro. They come from a different time, bro. Like we all come from a different time, bro.
Say what they want, man, but I know where they come from. They come from that.
Yeah, exactly. I want you to understand. See what we just spoke about what they grew up around. People have a clearer understanding. You got to think about this. Flatbush was Shower Posse, Rugby Crew. Them Jamaicans was on fire. You know what I'm saying? And Empire Skating Rink, to my Crown Heights, Ebbets Field. I'm just using Brooklyn as an example. Uptown, see, I'm from East Harlem, so where I grew up at was majority Puerto Ricans. They stuck together. They was getting money. They was doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Did you have? You know what I'm saying? So I could only give it. So their revolution was they egg was planned already. You know what I'm saying? They owned stores. They was a plug. They was doing this. They was doing that. Yo, this live is about to go out, bro. This is a dope live. I hope somebody shares this to the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see if my man can share. I'm gonna keep this live up. Have a good day, homie. Have a good day. Be safe out there, bro. We're going to build again. We're going to build again tomorrow, man. You already know, homie.
Stay up.
Peace. You know what I'm saying? Be at peace, brother. East side, homie.
All the time, bro.